What's going on, YouTube? It's Nick here. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great day today. And I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you've had a good week. Sorry I haven't been able to make any videos, man. Work's been very busy, which is a good thing. And I wanted to come on and talk about a story time with you. So, I went to a rehab in Louisiana. Graduated the program. Relapsed on the plane ride home. 20-something days later, went back. Okay. So I go through this program again. It's like 3 months long. And they want to send me to like a kitchen manager, go get my kitchen manager certification. And I would finish the program, and I was an intern, kind of, like it was called a senior student. I was an intern, whatever. And like as a job as an intern, you had to like make sure everyone was in class, you had to make sure they were in bed on time, you checked on everyone. It was like a constant like checking. If someone had like an appointment, you would go with them to the doctors or whatever. So I'm a senior student, an intern, whatever, and I was working in the kitchen, and they wanted to make me a sous chef and get my kitchen manager certification. So they sent me to a class. Now I was like 3.5 months, maybe 4 months sober. This is my freaking luck too. This is just like, of course this would happen to me. So they send me to the kitchen manager's course, right? I get there, this guy drops me off, and they said, okay, call us when you're done. And I have the, not a company phone, the intern phone or whatever. I said, no problem. So I get the certification, I passed the test, whatever. It was really easy. The lady like gave us the freaking answers. And I'm in the like kind of the ghetto of Louisiana, like Denham Springs area, Baton Rouge, somewhere around there. And so I call them and I say, hey, I'm done. And they're like, okay, well, it's gonna be about 25-30 minutes, so you're just gonna have to wait for us. So I was like, okay. So in this parking lot, there was an abandoned Kmart, like it was closed, and it was just a whole bunch of just like shut down. Everything was shut down except this little restaurant where we went to take our test. So I walk over to the Kmart bench, and I'm just going to sit down, and I sit down on the bench, and I'm just waiting. I think I was smoking cigarettes at this time, and I was smoking those freaking, they taste like peppermint, like a Marlboro Smooth or Marlboro Smooths or something like that. And I just remember that. And so I'm just chilling, and I'm sitting on the bench, and I look down, and there's cigar guts, like someone split a blunt, you know what I mean, like they were gonna roll a blunt. And I'm like, oh wow, someone must have got high right here or rolled a blunt. I look to my left on the bench, and there's a fat nug, like I'm not even joking, some of the most fire weed I've almost ever seen. It was some serious mango, and it was like that fat, dense, and I'm not joking. Like I looked at the nug, and then I looked back, and then I looked at the nug, and then I looked back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't smoke this right now, but I want it. So I grabbed the weed, because I knew that when I went back they were gonna drug test me. So I grabbed the weed, I put it in the cellophane for the cigarette pack, I lit it up, I got it really tight, you know, sealed, put it in my sock, went back. The guy comes, picks me up, I go back to the rehab. They drug test me, I give them the computer, I give them the phone, and then I go back to my normal rounds, you know, checking on everyone, going to the, making sure they're all in class or working or doing whatever. So, later that night, I was like, man, how am I gonna do this? So I make the old school water bottle bong, the water bottle, and then you burn the hole, and then you put aluminum foil, poke holes in it, put the weed. Okay, so I make it. It's like 8 o'clock at night, right? And I go behind the dumpster and I smoke this. And I get so freaking high. Like, I mean, retarded high. And it's nighttime, so no one can really like see, because it's not like one giant building. It's like a house, and then outside you walk along a path, and then another house, and then a path, and then like the kitchen and all that stuff. So it's not like a giant building where the lights are on and everyone can just see you. I mean, when you go in the house, if the lights are on, but it was towards nighttime and everyone was supposed to be going to sleep. So I'm like really baked, and I wash my hands, I do everything. I go in to start checking the houses, and there's this kid. He had a mullet, okay? He had this mullet, he had tattoos all over. He was from Louisiana. The dude was trippy, okay? We'll say his name was Jay. Short little kid, mullet, freaking weird. Like, I mean, like, just out there, right? So I check on everyone. They're in their rooms, no big deal. They're where they're supposed to be. So this kid comes walking through the kitchen, and he comes up and he has like these weird eyes, and he's like, everyone knows, dude. Everyone knows. And I'm like, I'm high, but he would always say weird stuff like that. And I'm like, holy crap, they know that I'm high. I'm gonna get fired. They're gonna kick me out. And I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, thinking to myself, like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, everyone knows. And he's like, all like, God, he's just so weird, man. I can't explain it. And I just started tripping out. And I just like turn around and I walk out of the house. And it was just the craziest experience. I never got caught. I went to, I was paranoid for like another week. I was drinking like a gallon of water a day, and they flew me down to Clearwater to become a sous chef to open up a new rehab there. And that's the rehab I ended up relapsing at. I got other people high, and that's another story for another time. But anyway, that's it for the story. Not really anything crazy or whatever, but gosh, that kid, man, I'll never forget that kid. He's really trippy, just like a weird dude. But I hope he's still doing all right. Actually, I'm not friends with him on Facebook or anything. But hope you guys have a great day. That's it for the story. I love you all. God bless. Peace.